Let's talk about the legislature. The 84th Texas legislature just convened, and education is front and center. First of all, vouchers. How could a voucher program that would take kids really out of the public schools and put them in private schools, how would you tackle that as a superintendent at AISD?
Well, the legislative next few days will be all-encompassing, looking at finance and vouchers and many other types of programs around House Bill 5, the implementation of House Bill 5. What I think and how to tackle this on is, first of all, we're a phenomenal school district. We have great programs, programs that are recognized in schools, that are recognized in the state of Texas and the country. And we have programming that other folks across the country are looking at and looking at Austin. So I think it's important to recognize that we have so many schools, programs, offerings that are new, some that we've done over time, and we're continue to build our new programs, such as one-way and two-way dual language immersion, such as our schools of choice that we want to continue to promote, single gender schools. So we have so many different offerings that I think are essential for Austin.
And we're going to be talking about some of those dual language issues and also gender schools in just a moment. But first, since we're already on the legislature and we're talking about school finance, Austin kind of gets hit with a double whammy because we're losing students and we're having to share a lot of our money with some of the poor districts. And I know that this is tied up in the courts right now, but how can AISD overcome some of these huge funding challenges?
Well, first, I think it's to recognize that it is a challenge. We have been a recapture or Chapter 41 district, which is under the Robin Hood system. We have been a Chapter 41 district for several years. We are at a point that now, to this point, over the past 10 years, we have given to the state over $1.4 billion. Because of Austin's property value and the growth that we're experiencing at such an accelerated pace, this year we're going to give the state over $175 million. For the year 2018, if this continues as is, and there is no stopgap in place, so there's nothing in place right now to stop it, we will give to the state $301 million. So first, it's recognizing that it's not business as usual. While we have been a Chapter 41 district over time, we're experiencing such rapid growth in property values, it's accelerating the pace and the amount of money that we're sending to the state. And that is significant. That is significant.
So how can you overcome some of those funding challenges? I guess you're waiting with bated breath to see how the judge rules in this case.
Well, one is through the courts, right? But then there are other avenues that we can look at. In Austin, we fund our full-day pre-K program. That's a value that's important to us. We fund half day for that. The state funds the other half. Well, there could be something we could propose legislation and work with that so that we could actually keep some of that money. There are offsets for a district, or proposed offsets perhaps, for a district such as Austin ISD that pays into Social Security. Maybe we get some type of benefit for that to say, well, because you pay into Social Security, we're going to have an offset on this other cost. As a Chapter 41, we do not get money for transportation. So there's proposed legislation there. So there's bits and pieces that we can look at that maybe it's not going to be a huge school finance issue, but it is about funding and resources, and it's about an approach that'll keep that money here in Austin to help our students. We are a district with over 60% poverty. And so we know we need the supports and the resources right here in Austin. We also have 27% of our students are English language learners. Our teachers can do it. We can make it happen for all students, but we do need the support and resources to make sure kids learn and excel.